Right, that's better. Bit of a mix-up. Sorry about the mix-up there in the audio. We're here. Um, yeah, thanks, Pete. Appreciate it. You're keeping up. No worries. G'day, everyone who's tuning in to watch me here on the big screen or whatever screen you are watching it on. We've got rain here at the moment. Boy, that's way behind. There we go. It's raining here at the moment at home, but let's get there. But we'll battle on nevertheless. Cody, g'day, mate. Righto, Cody. No worries, mate. You enjoy your dinner. Thanks for being here. Thanks for taking the time to drop in and say hello. Appreciate it. And we had Mr. Funk and Hungry in and Mr. Stylesy, and there's probably a few others lurking in the background. Hello to everyone and the lurkers as well. It's great to have you here. I don't mind having you here at all, even if you lurk in the background and don't say anything. However, it would be nice for you guys to say hello every so often. But anyway, never mind. Right, what's happening? What's been happening? Well, we probably should go over to the bench. And that way we know what's going on. Here's a bit of leg for you. There's an ankle for you, Pete. I know you like your ankles. In fact, just bear with me while we spin you right around. No, wrong way. Oh, look at that. You spin me right round. Here we go. Let's just get the framing right. I'll be out of the frame, but you'll see my hands waving around. And that's the whistle I've been working on. I know Clinton, who's in the chat tonight, was really keen on hearing this tonight, but unfortunately, we just don't have it ready. It's pretty well all set to go. I'm just going to do a bit of buffing. You can see I sandblast. It's taken all the crud off it. I need to do some final polishing. Right there, if you can see right there, it's been damaged a bit at some stage. Whether that'll polish out or not, I don't know. In fact, I've got a bit of Brasso or Silvo in the cupboard here, so I'll just come over here and grab it, and we'll give it a bit of a polish up. Well, it's gone walkabout. Maybe it's in the other cupboard. It's probably in the other cupboard here, Mark. There it is. We found it. Now, those of you following along at home, Brasso has been around for ages. Brasso Silvo, there you go. There it is. That's the stuff. Everybody knows it. Practically all around the world. In fact, what I'll do, I'll switch over to the main camera and I'll give the whistle lever here a bit of a polish. I've got the polishing belt on. Now, I did already give that a bit of a start. You can see how much of a difference it makes. And then we'll come back over to the bench and give it a bit more of a polish up with the brass. Yeah, Clinton, I'll give it a go. Yeah, Brasso's an English product, yeah. Once it's all back together, I was going to try not sponsored. Who's not sponsored? No, oh, of course not. Thanks, Peter. Yeah, Brasso, we're not sponsored. I don't know if Brasso sponsors anyone. You can make your there we go. Let's go back here. You can make your own Brasso with bicarb soda vinegar and a bit of flour or sugar or something like that. You can also use toothpaste as well. So there's a number of products out there that you can use or make yourself, or depending on how cheap you want to go. The old vinegar and baking soda really does a world of good. And I don't think, I'll just set this camera up. There we go. That way we can see everything. I don't think I've got any vinegar. I thought I had some vinegar here. No. I think I used it all up. Must have. It's pretty cheap. Next time we're out shopping, we'll have to get some. But we'll give this a go and we'll polish it up a bit. That's looking pretty good. Being brass, it will tarnish over time, especially once the heat gets onto it. Get into the little crevice there. Good thing about these polishing cloths that we got on the linisher at the moment, they can double. They come in different grades, and you can get right into. You can get really hard and actually take some material off. Like if it had a burr there, I could run it on the edge and clean up that burr nicely. Of course, I've got the wire buff on there as well, and I've got the various other linishing belts, of course, and a fine one for doing different work. And we got mum and dad watching on the big screen TV. We might even have a few others watching on the big screen TV as well. Nope. But thanks everyone for joining us, and I appreciate all the support that you guys give me, and also to the members. I do have membership. It's only $1.49 a month. Turn that down. And if you would like to help us out in any way, that would be good. Vinegar belongs on. Yeah. Jamar, g'day, mate. Thanks for being here. Right, so we'll give this a shake up because sitting down, it does accumulate all the bottom. There is a slight abrasive in here, so we'll give it a bit of a shake up. Nightbot is in the chat and it's working. Fantastic. And we've got something special. Something special a little bit later on. I'll just change over to the bench. No worries. Nightbot's going to be popping up from time to time to say hello, which is good. I haven't had Nightbot working in a long time, so it's about time it. When you change things around and change names, you got to go reset things. So a pair of old pants, and we'll just cut that up. For some people, these pants would still be reasonable condition, but for me, they usually wear out on the knees, on the backside, things like that. Come on, cut. We'll cut a bit of rag off, get a bit of polishing going on here. Haven't been able to do as much as I wanted to during the week. It's been one of those weeks. So sort of not feeling it, a bit like Emma, but we all do what we can, and Emma's not here. Codes. Well, Clinton, the rags are easy to make, mate. Righto, Stylesy. Thanks, mate. Catch you later, mate. I know you're working. That seems a bit watery, actually, because I don't. And the whole, that's very watery. I think all the stuff is sitting down the bottom, so we'll get the old magic screwdriver out. Yes, I can feel it down the bottom. Now, I have been making videos of the work I've been doing on the whistle valve and on the whistle, actually, not just the valve. Yeah, see, there you go. See how it's, get a close-up shot there. A lot of liquid, but no actual, the creamy stuff comes out a creamy colour. And it's quite hard. So I'm going to have to dig around with the screwdriver and get this stuff moving. It's like paint. Paint settles down in the bottom after a long period of time. And you have to stir it up. The other stuff you can use too is Autosol. It sort of comes in a tube. I think there's Mums or Mothers, or there's various other brands that Brasso do. Yeah, I'm starting to break it up now. And we'll put the lid back on and give it another stir. Try and get this all going. And we'll yeah, Silvo for Silvo. Well, Silvo will still do the same thing, Clinton, but if you have a look at the ingredients, it's probably the same stuff, and they just make it a different colour. So it's made in Indonesia from imported and local components. There you go. West Ryde, New South Wales. So it's an English product, but so Brasso is the easiest and effective way to clean, restore, polish brass, copper, pewter, chrome, stainless steel, and zinc, and instant sparkling shine. Do not use or brush stainless steel. Yeah, right. Oh, mate, the dogs are going well. We had the shed dog 2, the young one, at the groomers today, and they do a great job. My wife found them online, and they do a fantastic job. And this afternoon, he decided to dig a hole, so his paws and some of his underbelly was a bit all dirty. But anyway, there you go. There's a link. Nightbot's put the link to the channel. If you're new here, if you haven't seen it before, that's good. What was that? Who did that? Didn't even see that message. Jamar, just type that message again, mate. It might have been, I don't know who. Oh, yeah, that's all right, mate. I don't know why it got redacted. Maybe you redacted it. It's not a problem. Look, mate, if you're not on time, it doesn't worry me. The main thing is that you're here watching and you're supporting the channel and the other creators as well. David, how are you? Thank you very much for being a member and being in the chat here. Alley Paint. What do you mean by that, Dave? If you could just clarify that point for us, please. Right. Let's going to see if we get the... Oh, yeah, that's better. Righto, so it comes out a bit of a yellowy colour, like so. Oh, and sometimes a bit too much. If you read the instructions, which I probably haven't, and Clinton, you might know this, well, I did get told that you put it on and you let it dry a bit and then you wipe it off with another cloth. And that can really And obviously the type of cloth also helps too. Maybe I should just start a channel called Polishing Brass with Mark, something like that. Now, you may or may not notice a difference here. Oh, righto, David. Yep. Paint all with, yeah. That's another option too. However, yeah. G'day, Robbo. Thanks for being here, mate. Hope you're doing well. Well, you probably are. I saw you last night on the stream, so we'll let that. We'll cut a bit more off. The rain's coming down. Don't know whether you guys can hear the rain or not. It's not heavy, but it's. The old boys brigade, AP. Let's get into. Oh, it's getting heavier. Actually, that's working really well. You may be able to see it on the rag there that the discoloration, the blackness. Oh, righto, Robbo. Thanks, mate. I'm glad. Because I thought it was a problem on my end, but everything seems all right, so it's a problem on your end. I'm glad you fixed it, mate. Right, so that's looking pretty good, actually. That's come up quite nice. And I might have to... oh, there it is. Let's do a bit more. So this is... yeah, Clinton. Let's get a bit more serious here. I'll give this another shake. Oh, righto, mate. Well, Victoria's a nice place, and oh, excuse me. A friend of mine, his son has just started working at Puffing Billy, so that's a new adventure for him. Righto, get a bit more brasso on the, and we'll give the actual whistle tube a bit of a polish up. Oh, Warrnambool, Victoria, very nice. You involved with the railway down there at all, Jamar? Yeah, those scratches are pretty damn deep. And there's a burr there too, which I might just get a little bit of just need a little. Didn't want to hit it with the file because the file might be too savage. But if I go, probably should have used a bit of files. Yeah. Hello, Kerry. Thanks for being here. Got any rain down your way, Kerry? Oh, righto, mate. Used to with the mini trains. Fair enough. Yeah, Clinton, you're going to, well, you may want to check before you go, Clinton, because there's a bit of work going on down there. So just check before you go, mate. Just for your own satisfaction, because there's work going on in the shed, as in there's a contractor in fixing up things. So just double check on that before you go, mate, please. Oh, just returned from the DoorDash. Yeah, this is going to take a fair bit, actually. It's going to take quite a bit. Oh. So, for those of you who don't know, or maybe most of you do know, that we're working on restoring a steamroller, a 1926 Fowler steamroller. It's over behind me, and I have showed photos of that before. I'll let that dry a bit and see what we can do there. Well, looks like things are going to be a bit damp at work tomorrow. Seeing I work in the earth moving game, it's certainly going to affect some jobs, but not all jobs. There you go. It's wiping the bench down, and you guys just let me know if you can hear that rain or not. So that's dried now, and that's taking some off, but I need to put a lot more time into that. In fact, what I'll do is I'll slip this over on the polishing wheel, which I should have done in the first place. There we go. I'll run this on the polishing wheel, and then I'll hit it with the brasso. That's working better. It requires quite a bit of work, actually. In fact, it might be quicker if I just run up and down like this. It's working really well because it's taken the majority of the, because I did sandblast it, and I talk about in the video how I sandblast it and what I use. The sand in the sandblaster is a black sand, and although it does a good job, it really sort of doesn't. And we'll clean up the thread just on the wire buff lightly. That'll do. That's polished this up to an O-end, and now I can get onto it with the brasso. Yep, can hear the rain. Yeah, Kerry, it's raining up here. So that's looking way better so far. And we'll just do a little bit more, and I'll see what I can do with the whistle valve. So like I said before, although the sandblasting gets a lot of the dirt off, because the black sand gives it a dirty finish, and I've got the actual whistle valve or the valve body on the wire wheel now, which is definitely making it look way better. Just what you can't see it, but I'm working my way around the various parts of the body, the valve body, the way the casting is shaped. It's not ideal for getting in and really polishing it up, but the wire wheel is making a good job of it, and I will definitely show you that on screen very shortly. I'm just trying to just do this rather quickly. So, and concentrating at the same time to make sure that this thing doesn't catch or I drop it out of my hands. I've definitely made some improvements to this thing. When I started it was quite badly damaged. Righto, that's better. Let's give my hands a wipe. Try and get a bit of stuff off. Yeah, righto, Clinton. No worries. You certainly got a nice collection of stuff. And in fact, now we've got it. Let's switch back over to the bench, and then I'll come back over here. Well, I'm here now, but we'll switch over. So the software I'm using is called Meld Studio. It's a free download. It's a fairly new thing. However, excuse me, a lot of the stuff in Meld Studio is I have to do it manually. A lot of these programs, can set up some sort of automatic switching, but this doesn't set up automatic switching at the moment. And as you can see, it's all software based. You download it off the internet, and away you go. Those of you who's streaming, there's various platforms, and I've used Meld Studio now for a while because it lets me stream in 4K if you're watching on a big screen or something like that. A lot of these other streaming platforms like StreamYard, Restream, Talk Studio, ones like that, only let you stream up to 1080p, which is high definition. But however, seeing we have the capability to stream in 4K, then I can't see why we shouldn't be able to do it. And yeah. Anyway, that's just my bugbear about these streaming services. That's why I'm using this one. We stream in 4K, and if you can't get it in 4K, then obviously you can always, tone it down to your various requirements. 720 or something like that. That definitely needs a lot more work, but you get the idea. You can see that this here is done on the wire buff, which gives a different finish to this one. So that screws into there like so. When you get it right, Mark. All right, come on. Actually, I will put a little bit of lubrication on that just to help. Just to help. Spread that around. I'm going to see, let's try a little experiment here. I'm going to try and, yeah, I just haven't got the volume. Now, one thing, I can easily unscrew this, but in there, so you got that plate, and in there is like a diffuser which spreads the steam out, or steam or air, whatever you're putting through it. We can put air onto this whistle, which will make it sound a little different to if it was on steam. Not much. So that just screws onto there like so. Okay. Get that in the right, get that framed right. And I'm just wondering. No, I don't. Okay. I do have an air blower there, but it's not big enough to fit in there. It's too small, unfortunately, because I was going to give it a try on air to see if it would work. Because I know Clinton was looking forward to hearing this tonight, but I just can't do it, unfortunately. And I'll just do this nut very quickly. I'm not going to switch the camera over just for this little bit. In fact, let's put it all together. So that's the actual valve, and it's probably not going to seal properly because I remachined it. That spring goes in the back there. And I'll put a little bit of oil on there as well. It's probably just out of scene, but keep an oil can on the lathe. A little bit of oil on the thread. It just helps it go in. And I did remachine that nut. That's there. It was damaged. It was 15/16. It's now back to 7/8 of an inch, which is 22.22 in metric. Right, so we'll do that up. Well, Peter, you never know your luck in a big city, mate. So underneath the nut is a spring, and we'll put the lever in now. And I do have a split pin, which is a bit long at the moment. I will cut this down now. I'll get the side cutters. As you can see, tool rack there makes it nice and easy to get the required tools out that you need. Oh, there we go. And it's gone flingity ding ding. Okay, where's the other bit gone? Of course, everyone knew that was going to happen. Usually Peter tells me these things that it's going to happen before it happens, but he didn't tonight. So I'll take my eyes off and I'll have a look around. I didn't even hear it hit the floor. So I'll just go get, I'll just go get another one. That's what you do in the workshop, isn't it? Spend the next half an hour trying to find a split pin that you put your hand on 5 minutes ago. Oh, that didn't sound too good. If you hear me crashing and banging, don't worry. And I'll probably walk past it. It's probably on the floor somewhere. Where is bloody things? Now, this is the fun bit. You guys can talk about how badly organised I am. I have to pull out a million things to find one little split pin, which I had the other day. And I'm definitely looking in the wrong spot. Seriously, I had them. I've got a complete box of them. And they're all the right sizes. Staring me right in the face. Here we go. Right, that was entertaining. Oh, some bloke called Funk and Hungry just lurking. Right. Well, g'day, just lurking. How are you? And just lurking is a member. Righto. I'm not even going to cut this down. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. And I'll sort this out later. I'm not one of these well-oiled streams that got everything set up and, hey presto, it's all done with the magic of the internet. Not me. I can't even do a well-organised stream, apparently. Or I can. Maybe I can. I think somebody used to tell me that. Phone's flat, but you're on the big screen. Whoa, I am on the big screen. And look out for Nightbot, Funk and Hungry. Nightbot is in the house. Oh, righto. Starting to rain down your way. Righto, Kerry. Right. There we go. Let's get this in frame properly. In fact, I'll have to reframe. Peter, bladder issues? What's your problem, mate? There we go. Nice adjustable camera. Right, one whistle. Polished up, clean, almost ready to go. I just got to lap that in. I'd really like to get some air on it. So what am I going to do here to do that? Right, Clinton, it's all your fault. Thanks, Clinton. But it's all your fault because you're now I want to get air on this. Well, Kerry, it's getting easier and easier to stream. That's for sure. Let's see if I can find something magic in the air fitting department. So I'm back over in the cupboard again. Now I've got a bunch of air fittings, but they may not. What I need is a reducer. All right, let's. Right, so I've got to pull all my boxes out. My boxes of. I've got various screws and washers and nuts and bolts and all that sort of stuff in little containers, in little carry boxes, and nails. And I've got a box of air fittings or fittings, however you want to call it. I've got a bunch of loose fittings as well. And I'll see if there's something here that can do the job. And we'll give it a little magical toot toot, as our friend Steamy Man says. Yes, yeah, absolutely right, Kerry. And there was something come up on YouTube that I saw. It was to do with Spicks and Specs, 20 years of Spicks and Specs. I'm not sure whether you've seen that or not. No worries, mate. I'm glad you said hi to Nightbot. Bit of a running joke with some of our streams. I stream with Funk and Hungry sometimes, and We make a bit of a joke out of it about Nightbot. Yeah, Nightbot is back. It's amazing what you do when you go in and fix up settings and things like that. Right, now this is not going to work, unfortunately. Sorry to disappoint, but it ain't just going to happen. Okay, on here is a male thread. I was thinking about threading that with a female thread, but the size is all wrong. Even though I've got this here, in fact, I might have to have another look at this. I might have to braze something inside here. So I've got an external thread and an internal thread, just in case I can't get a reducing. This is what they call a nipple. And this is the same size. It's 1 inch or something like that. And this one here is a very smaller version, but it's called a reducing nipple. So it goes from one size, that size which is about 3/8 BSP to quarter BSP or something like that. We're talking pipe threads here, British standard pipe threads. But I haven't got anything. Oh, hang on. Nope. Well, that's something I made up for another job, for another whistle. That's not going to work. So unfortunately, I just can't do it live tonight on screen. I haven't got a plug or anything. Yes, Peter. Yes. Yeah. And I'll just do one more final look. But I'm pretty sure I just don't have what I need to do this, unfortunately. Can't even... No. And it's just no's all round. I can't even... Yeah, I just won't get the seal I need. And to make something up, I could make something up, but it's just going to take too long. I was hoping this one here would screw on, but the actual same thread. So it's 1 inch. That's just going to let me hold it. For instance, that's just going to let me hold it in the vise, and I'll reposition that so you can see it in the vise. Oh, where are we? Oh, sorry for the... Okay, so that's sitting in the vise, and that's... Yeah, let's get that more centralized. There we go. Now I've got that there, I'm going to try... That's the way it'll work. Right, we've got to work around. Righto. Just let me Linish wire buff a couple of things. Right, that's actually going to work to a point, hopefully. I'll screw that into there. I'm probably going to get some leakage. Have I got a right angle? No, I don't have a... That one's got a bigger one on it. That's going to have to do. So I'm going to put this on turn that right on, so we've got good airflow, and we'll see. I've only got a little bit of air left in the compressor. It's a bit late at night here. What I've got 60 pound. We'll see what we can do at 60 pound. Let's see if this is going to work. That's going to go in there. You're probably going to... All right, here we go. Here we go. No. Unfortunately, this here, this end here, it just doesn't have the volume to punch out. I would have to open that hole up, but that defeats the purpose too. Oh, leakage, yeah. Sometimes, Peter. Hey, Super Junkie Mods. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Not sure I've seen you here before, but thanks for being here. Maybe I have seen you here before. Euros man. So, Mr. Funk and Hungry, you know this guy, do you? Oh, here we go. Let's try again. That's a bit more. Here we go. There you go. Well, we tried. We're low in pressure on the air compressor. These things take a lot of air. Naturally, when they're mounted on a steam engine, if they've got 100 psi behind them, you just pull the lever a little bit and it just toot. You get that nice sound. So I tried, but unfortunately, we just couldn't make it happen tonight. A bit more planning ahead, we would have been able to, and I honestly didn't think I could do. I didn't think I had the bits and pieces, but we did. Becky? G'day, Becky. It's Becky's Weather. Have you changed your name again, have you? Don't worry, I've changed my name a few times on YouTube. So let's get that undone and I'll go and sit in front of the computer. And in fact, let's do a bit of intermission while I sort myself out. And g'day and welcome back to the shed. My name's Mark. Well, we're just going back to our way of doing things that I've previously done it. I'm recording the video on the iPhone using the Rode Wireless Go, so we're getting the Go 3, sorry. So we're getting good audio. Auto assist gain is on. But anyway, just a short one. This is a little modification that's been made to the lathe here in front of us. It's a piece of aluminium. Yes, I know our friends in America call it something else. They call it aluminum. But anyway, aluminium. It's just going to sit on top here. It's protruding out a bit here, about 3 to 5 mil. So I've got to put it in the milling machine and just recess that a little bit further. And then a couple of screws to hold it down, probably 3. But what it's going to do is we'll be able to set the lathe tools. Whoops, when I get it around the right way. I'm going to put the lathe tools on here like this so they're easy access and they're not sitting on top of the headstock and cluttering things up like you wouldn't believe. This has worked great, but it gets very cluttered up here and you knock things off and you lose track and other things build up and it just, yeah, so let's sort it out. So now we'll grab this bit of aluminium here and we'll go over to the milling machine and get it sorted out. Right, now I've got the camera set up in the position I need it to. I'll set this up the way it needs to be to make the recess, and I'm going to have to put another parallel down. These things here are called parallel strips. They're precision ground to a certain size and usually they're used like that in that sort of situation, but in this situation I'm using them like this. So the material sits up, and being aluminium, it's fairly soft and weak, very versatile bit of stuff, but can be a little bit hard to machine if it's not supported well, especially if it's in this situation. I've got my dead blow hammer here, which I'm going to use to sit things down nicely. Make sure everything's sitting down, which it's not. I'll have to loosen this off. I've got a lot of overhang. So I'll loosen this off. Sitting nicely. The vise is just in that right spot where it's not too tight and it's not too loose. So I'll have to use my leg there just to tighten things up. Make sure that's sitting down properly. That's looking much better. Everything's nice and tight. And a bit of steel's just pushing it up against the back face here. I only got to take about 3mm off, but I'll take as much as possible. So we might move to another camera position, I think. Right, we've repositioned the camera now. Thank you. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. Sorry about that. I got myself carried away. Trying to not watching what I'm doing here. And I just now this is a 2-axis gimbal, so when the auto tracking is on, it will follow me around the shed, whether I'm on my little chair here or standing up and walking away. It can be a little bit aggressive. That's probably where I've got it set. Yeah, swearing again. You're right, Clinton. So we're going to play a little game here tonight. Thanks, Kerry. Nightbot's not just a thing that drops in and drops messages. You can actually do giveaways with it. So if you type that in the chat, everyone in the chat type that in, and you'll go you will go into the draw to win a Turkish Delight. I will send you a Turkish Delight. So you guys jam that in the chat if you want to be included in this giveaway, because it's a giveaway function. So we're going to give it a go. And Robbo, if you're still in the chat, are you going live soon, are you? You're doing a members only or something? I saw a notification come up. Oh, Robbo, why did I think you were going to pass on that? So, Robbo, you're going to do an up late live, are you? I mean, fair enough. I don't care. You can live stream when you want. I just saw it come up, and Do you know you're going live? That's all I'm asking. Yeah, he's doing an up late with Robbo. Righto. Maybe he's got some inspiration from a few of us. No. Kerry. This is what you got to type. You got to type this. I want to win a Turkish delight. That's what you got to type, like that. Just copy and paste that. It's pretty simple. And I'll have a look in. So we've only had 2 entries so far. And let's see if I can get this up on screen. Let's go over to do the talking head. And with the talking head, I can bring in a browser, which is not there. And I should be able to open that up. Right, so this is a web browser. Now, how do I... How do I enter into the web browser? Maybe it's in the settings. Yes, I'm really... Web browser. Move up or down, fetish. So that's just moving it around. It's cut, crop, all that sort of magical stuff. What I'm trying to do here is, yeah. Oh, righto, Robbo, no worries. I'm not going to be streaming all night, mate. You go live when you've got it set for. Don't worry about that, mate. I don't mind. You just go when you're scheduled to go, mate. Don't worry about it. That's it, Jamar. Yep, that's great. Hang on. That's interesting. Oh, righto. Everyone, right. So there's only 4 entries at the moment, and there's 12, 14. So yeah, if you want to win a Turkish delight, put what Peter just put in. So just paste, just copy and paste that. I want to win with a little exclamation mark, and we'll keep that going for a little bit. See if we can get a few more entries, and I'll work on getting this browser showing the... You would think I've been doing this long enough. No, Kerry, no. For those of you who don't have the chat's quite active at the moment, thanks to all the people in the chatting. Try and say that 3 times quick. I know you can. And this has got me buggered. Okay. Let's delete the layout. So if I want to browser, the browser goes over the top of me. Now I've done this before. Trust me, I'm a professional. And that way I can share my screen. Oh no, I'm all over myself. So I've just got a text message from Mum and Dad, and they've... Where is it? Oh, you can't. It's too bright. Hang on. Right. Even they want to win a Turkish delight. Robbo, if you don't want to win a Turkish delight, put the entry in for me mum and dad who are watching me on the big screen, if you don't mind. You do me that favour. Um, yeah, I'm just trying to work. Sorry, user interface. Um, and I'll just click through a few things here. Let's plugins. No. Oh God, I've done this before. Why won't it? Inspector. Oh, there it is. That's what I want. Okay, I found it. Hold on. I'm professional. I am a professional. So let's see if this is going to work. Trust me, I'm good at this. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see if this is going to work. Righto. No. Okay, so I've got that far. So that's just taken me, that's not showing me the screen that I've got here. Why won't you do that? So we've still only got 4 entries. What's everyone waiting for? Come on, can't be that hard, serious. Nightbot giveaways. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why. Oh, excuse me. It just won't show up. And that should just refresh in a second. Nah. So it's not showing me the screen I've got. And normally I'd share my screen, but this is just not working. So anyway, I'll choose a winner. Yeah, Jamar won. So that's our Cherinator. He joined in. I think he might have been a bit late. Yeah, and Nightbot did announce, and I thought some hungry bloke. I thought there was going to be some sort of an announcement. I thought there was, but anyway, hey, look. And even Funkin' Hungry won. So I just kept refreshing it, and it was supposed to announce the winner. But anyway, let's do it again. Yeah, Jamar, you won again. There you go. And if you want, you can re-roll. You know, obviously, the more people you've got in your chat, the more random chances you are. We only had 5 entries all up, so this has been it's been a bit of fun. I got to work on the URL here to make sure it it does. So Jamar, mate, I owe you a Turkish delight, so I'll have to send it to you. I think it might be melted by the time it gets to you. But this is send it to everyone. This is when I get this a bit more sorted out. This is I will be doing a few giveaways. You know, might be a coffee mug or something like that. This is just a bit of fun, and I'm glad I've got it. Super. Peter says super rigged. Hey, Stylesy, yeah, mate, we're still going. What do you? I thought you're at work. What are you doing, mate? Yeah, you missed out on the competition. You missed out on the competition. You had a chance to win a Turkish delight, mate. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, gee, I think you should, mate. So, all right, I'm going to wrap it up because, look, Robbo's going to go live. So if you want to go over to Robbo, you know, Robbo, if you want to put the link into the chat, mate, go for it. I don't care. You know, go for it, mate. You've supported me. You've helped me out. So the link to your show, put it in the chat. So everyone here who wants to go over to Robbo's channel and watch him on your big screen, small screen, whatever screen you like. But I'd just like to say thank you very much, everyone, for being here, supporting me through this journey, and go and check out these others in the chat here. Some of them got channels, others haven't. Funk and Hungry does food reviews. Robbo does. Cody, who was in here before, he does food reviews and a live thing on a Tuesday. You know, whatever, you know, just enjoy the fun. Go and give these people a bit of love, and thanks for being here. I'll be working on the video for the whistle and finishing it off, and I'll give it a blast on here. Just, yeah, appreciate everyone being here. Go have a drink of water, keep your fluids up, look after yourselves. Say hi to your mum. Hi, mum. Hi, dad, and everyone else. And we'll see you next time, next week, same time, 7:30, Queensland time. Woohoo! Whistle time.